Hello, I'm Sai Bhavya. Now let's see the execution of code for heart disease prediction. First, we try to import all the required libraries like pandas, numpy, matplotlib, etc. Now we try to load the data set into the data frame by using read underscore CSV method. This loads the data into the pandas data frame. This shows the first three rows of the data frame. df.shape gives the dimension of data. There are 303 rows and 14 columns. Uh, this shows all the 14 columns that are present in the data set. Now we try to check the type of data in our data set. NUnique is a method that gives the number of unique values that are present in each feature. By this, we can make out that the features like age, resting blood pressure, and cholesterol have continuous values, and sex, chest pain type, fasting blood sugar are the features which have categorical values. D type gives the data type of each feature. Now we try to plot a count plot, which gives the count of number of rows of a particular target variable. Here we can see that there are 138 rows with target value 0, and there are 165 rows with target value 1. So the data set is almost balanced. So there's no necessity of further processing. Next, we try to check if there are any wrong values that are present in the data. Unique is a method that gives the unique values of CA. Like there are 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 unique values in the CA column. A value underscore counts is the method that gives the count of rows with the particular CA value. Here we can see that there are 5 different rows with CA value as 4. So these are all the 5 rows whose CA value is 4. Now we try to replace all such CA values which are wrong with NaN. Now the unique values are obtained as 0, 1, 2, 3, and NaN. And the same process is continued for TAL as well. Thalassemia levels have unique values as 0, 1, 2, and 3. But the range of thalassemia is 1 to 3. And there are 2 rows whose thalassemia level is 0. This shows the 2 rows whose thalassemia level is 0. For all such rows, we try to replace the column with NaN. And if we try to look at the unique values now, they are 1, 2, 3, and NaN. Now we should replace all such NaN values with median. For this, we need to check out how many NaN values are present in our data. Isnal.sum method is used to give the number of NaN values that are present in each feature. So there are 5 different rows whose CA value is NaN, and there are 2 different rows whose thalassemia levels are NaNs. Now we try to fill all such NaN values with median, and once again try to check out if there are any NaN values. Now the data is free from NaN and inconsistent values. And finally, we try to convert the data type of CA and TAN to int. This shows the resultant data frame. The shape of data remains unchanged, that is 303 cross 14. Now we try to check if there are any duplicate rows that are present in our data set. Duplicated.sum is a method that gives the total number of duplicate rows that are present in our data set. Here we can see that there is one duplicate row, and this shows the duplicate rows. We try to remove the duplicate row by using drop underscore duplicates method. Now the shape of data comes out to be 303 cross 14 as we have deleted one duplicate row. Next is removal and detection of outliers. Outliers are mostly present in the continuous features. So we try to consider all the features which have continuous values. And then we try to plot the box plot of all such features. From the box plot, we can make out that age doesn't have any outliers, but all other values like resting blood pressure, cholesterol, and maximum heart rate achieved and old peak have some outliers that are present in the data. For the removal of outliers, we use interquartile range. We consider all the continuous values and iterate through them and find the 25th percentile of data and the 75th percentile of data and define a particular range, Q1 minus outlier step and Q3 plus outlier step. All the data values that are outside this particular range are treated as outliers and are dropped from our data set by using df.drop method. Now the data set is free from outliers. As we can see, all the outliers that are present in our features got removed. Now we try to convert all the categorical variables to dummy variables. This is done by using get underscore dummies method, which takes all the categorical values and tries to generate the dummy variables and return to our data set. This shows the dummy variables that are generated. The sex column generates two dummy columns like underscore 0 and underscore 1. If the sex value is 0, the underscore 0 column is updated to 1. Now we try to perform standard scaling. Standard scaling is usually performed to the features whose values are continuous in nature. So we tried to consider all the features whose values are continuous and apply fit underscore transform method. By this, a particular transformation function is applied to our features and the data is completely normalized and standardized. This shows the standardized data. Now we try to define the dependent and independent variables. X is the independent variable and Y is the dependent variable. X consists of all the features of our data set and Y consists of target variables. Now we try to split the data into training and testing data set by providing the test size as 33% and stratify equal to Y ensures that the target variables are equally distributed, and random state helps us to retain the state. Now we try to implement our model by using naive Bayes algorithm. For this, we have used Gaussian naive Bayes algorithm. NB is the object of Gaussian naive Bayes model. Now the fit method is used to train the model. In the fit method, we try to provide the training data set variables like xtrain and ytrain. By this method, the model gets trained. Now we try to predict the values of xtrain and predict the values of xtest to 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 compute the accuracy. We use accuracy underscore score method By passing y train and y predicted train values, we try to compute the accuracy of the model. Finally, we obtain the training accuracy as 75% and testing accuracy as 76%. Thank you.